Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to another Injustice 2 versus the Titans edition again. So today we're talking about, of course, the new Teen Titans movie, Teen Titans Go to the Movies, and we only have 3 characters we could play as: Robin, Starfire, and Cyborg. Booyah! So this is not going to be your traditional, first to 3 is the winner. We're going to talk about the movie, what we thought about it, honest thoughts.
Wait,
and,
so I can't win, or I'll just do my best?
You can try to win.
All right, I'll do my best.
It doesn't really matter. This is kind of.
I'll just try to win match to match. All right.
There you go. Yeah. That's pretty much how it works.
All right, so we're gonna talk about Teen Titans Go to the Movies and what we thought about it.
Yeah, that's the plan. Because you guys, apparently, that's the most requested thing that people want to see.
Starfire.
It's like, okay. And we'll go with, where's a good place for the Titans to fight? Since they were trapped in the Fortress of Solitude, we're gonna go there because it makes sense, Oh
Yeah.
wow. So
yeah, I don't know what to say. So basically, Teen Titans Go to the Movies has been getting a lot of people.
You could have been part of the solution.
Friends don't let friends join the regime.
You have poor taste in heroes.
Begin.
So yeah, so a lot of people have really liked this movie. It's been getting some good reviews, but I'm a little even nervous to talk about it because our fans seem to not like it anyway. I'm wondering where the people are that are watching this because they're not on our channel. But basically, one thing I couldn't understand is like why people don't like Teen Titans Go if this movie is getting such a great reception, and I couldn't quite understand that. I think Luke was kind of trying to explain it to me, but
I figured it out actually.
Really?
Yeah, because when we got home, because the movie was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like
it kept you entertained the whole time.
Yep.
There were a lot of, but it had like silly songs and really goofy humor.
But it had a plot.
Oh.
Teen Titans Go, this is what I was trying to explain. Teen Titans Go, the actual cartoon show, is completely random absurdity, and you never know what they're gonna do. Like, example, there's a recent episode of Teen Titans Go out right now where Robin takes the team of his to Wayne Manor, and they're exploring Wayne Manor, and they come across, Michael Keaton's table from the '89 Batman movie. They find Christian Bale's well that he fell down. And then, of course, he takes them to a tour where George Clooney's stuff is, which is in the dumpster. And then Cyborg lights it on fire. So, I mean, there's really no point to the Teen Titans Go series. It's just random 10 minutes of craziness, and they're going to throw every joke at you that they can. And if it sticks, it sticks. If not, it's just crazy whatever.
Yeah.
But Titans Go to the Movies, it has a story.
You told me that you thought it had more heart than the show.
Definitely, yeah.
Because I always thought that the reason why people liked the old Teen Titans was because it was more violent and the characters looked cool. But you were just like, no, that's
It was
not
the storytelling.
actually it. It's the story, so.
The story and the characters.
Just so you guys know, just to watch the whole Teen Titans Go at the movies, or Go to the Movies movie, just to watch just to watch the ending clip is worth it.
Oh yeah.
To wait for that. Pretty intense. We were in the movie theater with a lot of little kids and parents.
And they didn't even know what the ending was about, though. I was the only one that got up and said, yes! And people looked at me like it was weird.
A lot more characters, a lot more of the Justice League and different characters were in this movie than in the regular Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, because they can't really use a lot of the Batman, Superman characters, which is interesting.
Yeah, in the Teen
Batman
Titans
was
Go
right
show.
Disowning you.
I've got no regrets.
Not even over Dick's murder.
Begin.
Let it go, Starfire. It was 10 years ago.
Let it go, let it go.
That's actually fitting because we're,
we're in the ice.
Ice place. Nice to meet you. Ow. Okay, a little bit of rage there.
So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Luke heard me laughing. I think like there were a lot of DC references in the movie.
Oh my gosh, yes there was.
So we were laughing at all the DC references, whereas the parents were just kind of like, crickets, and then the little kids would laugh at funny things that little kids would laugh at. But I think Luke and I were kind of like laughing at everything that I think people were looking at us.
Oh yeah, we had people staring at us. So, I just want to get this out of the way. Teen Titans Go has one scene where they joke about poop, and one scene where they mention farting. And then they actually get kind of like ostracized for talking about farting when they're fighting the villain of the movie, which is Slade. Which is just, you know, really fun to say, ominous name.
Yeah.
He even says, "You guys are kind of jokes." It's like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna sing a song about me? You're gonna fart on me? You're gonna throw waffles? And you see Cyborg pushing the waffles away.
Yeah, that's all in the trailer. So
like the movie, just like the TV show, it is so meta that it is like so aware of its like craziness, but the way that they handle it, they had more of a budget in this movie. They had more time to actually write out a good story, kind of like Night Begins to Shine, but like not as crazy. Like the whole point of the movie is the Justice League sees the Titans as Nicolas Cage puts it, goofsters. Like they're not really a serious superhero team at all, and the Justice League won't hang out with them, and Robin isn't even invited to the premiere of Batman's movie, for crying out loud. You know?
Yeah.
And this is the same Batman that showed up for the Thanksgiving episode in the Titans Go series. So, I mean, it's kind of like, okay. So, I mean, he doesn't even give them an invite. When they get onto the red carpet, the dude won't even let them in. He's like, name? They're like, Teen Titans. He's like, nope. And then this obscure team shows up, and they're on the list, and they're like, these people aren't even really relevant anymore. So they even mention how the superhero team that shows up, they're not even really relevant in the comics or pop culture or anything, yet they're on the list and the Titans aren't. So we really laughed at that scene too. Like I said, it's
18 ways to destroy you.
very meta.
Watch the insults.
Yep.
Begin.
Yeah, I think that, and then there were a lot of references, I feel like, to, like, to explain, you know, what they were like. They related it to another Marvel hero or villain. Like, they're like, oh, we're like this team in Marvel. And it was kind of like, I don't know, I felt like it was showing that, like, people are more aware of the Marvel heroes and villains than the DC ones. But for us, for Luke and I, we obviously knew the DC ones.
Well, that's because the people growing up, I mean, they've had 10 years of Marvel films, whereas, you know, prior to that, we had like 10, 20 years of DC stuff, like the Christopher Reeve Superman movies, the animated series, Justice League dominated television, and, you know, kids today, the past 10 years, it's all Marvel.
Basically, this is a must-see movie. I've laughed more at this movie than any movie I've seen, like, in 15 years at the theater.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was a comedy. It was a comedy that I would go see again.
Yeah,
like,
we'll see it again.
One of the greatest points of the movie that's not a spoiler is in order for Robin to get his own movie, which is the whole premise of the movie, in order to be serious as a hero, you have to have a movie. Superman has several movies and more on the way. Wonder Woman has her own movie. Green Lantern had a movie, but we don't talk about that. And, you know, what was so hilarious about the idea of Robin not having a movie is you guys saw the trailer with Alfred the movie, but what you didn't see is what happens afterwards before they get to Batman Again, which is the name of the movie that they're all, the Justice League and everybody is there to see, is they have a movie about the Batmobile. And then as Robin is just getting ready to leave the theater, they're like, finally, a movie about Batman's bestest friend in the world. And Robin's like, finally, even after the car I'm recognized, they're like, Batman's utility belt. And I just lost it. It was like... You know.
Yeah, and we're just like talking about things that happened really close to the beginning.
Oh yeah,
this doesn't have to do with the plot or like the actual like storyline of the movie. So, nope. Yeah, we're just kind of saying like the idea of, you know, like what the movie's about. So yeah, it's pretty. I mean, just to fend off people that might. No, we didn't spoil anything.
No,
so
there's only one key spoiler because they've shown stuff in trailers like about the time travel and all the other stuff.
They actually, one of the great things about this movie is that they didn't show very many spoilers at all.
No.
Like, you cannot see any of the last 2/3 of the movie even see how it coming at all. Because you really don't even... Oh, wait. I'll select Cyborg or something.
No, I'll be Cyborg. I want to fight your Starfire with Cyborg, yeah. So yeah, speaking of the time travel stuff, which they have released trailers about it, like, at one point, the movie director is like, you know, I would probably make a superhero movie for you if you guys were the last heroes on Earth. And so they, like, Titans, as you know, they time travel, they do all kinds of weird stuff. So they're like, okay, we're gonna go time traveling. It's not a spoiler.
Okay.
It's not. So they go time traveling and they try to throw off the origins of the different superheroes to, you know, have their own movie made.
After I win, you want to get pizza?
So that's how it's gonna be, huh?
That's how it's gonna be. I don't really remember how to play as Cyborg. So, I mean, that was, like, kind of a cool point of the movie that they've addressed upon, but they didn't really go too far into detail about it, other than Starfire saying, you know, you have the horrible parents and stuff. So, eventually, they do get their movie made, and it's kind of cute, but that's where the Titans Go humor comes back a little bit, which you guys saw from the trailer with the poop joke.
All right, yeah. So
It's
yeah,
like,
it was, yeah. So yeah, Luke skipped a whole bunch of stuff, which he's just like, yeah, that's good. I didn't know how much into detail you were gonna go into things. I was like, what? So it's good. You just
Nope, I'm not gonna mess with the twists. Everything.
Yep, so that's good. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically. Yeah, I mean the movie had a lot of heart to it and a lot of character development and actual plot lines. So that was really good. And I really am really scared of the comments section, so it's really hard for me to talk about things without freaking out thinking people are... I think that we've pretty much kept everything good. Spoiler free, so...
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. So, I mean, everybody, like, makes a comparison that, Screenslaver in Incredibles is more... like the same villain that Slade was supposed to be in the Titans Go movie, but I would say that Slade has a bigger villainous role in the movie than Screenslaver did. Like,
oh, of course.
Why do you not yield?
Yeah, I mean, and Slade. I mean,
Slade. It's just fun to say.
He, you know, everyone knows Slade is an awesome villain. Like, so it's just, well, all DC people know that. But I did like...
I'm really glad they saved him for the movie, because it was actually cool to see. Sometimes in Titans Go, there's a little bit of action, but really not. Like, they do everything they can to just kind of, like, not necessarily outsmart the person, but sometimes when things get too violent, they'll pan away and you'll just see, like, shadows of the Titans, like, using all these really ridiculous, like, mallets and other weapons to beat up on either the Hive or the Brain or something. So there was actually some action with fight scenes between Titans and Deathstroke, or Slade, in the movie, which some of you guys that like that action-oriented stuff from the original Teen Titans series, there's a little bit of that in this movie, but mostly it's a comedy.
It's mostly a comedy, but it hints at some stuff that you remember from the old Titans.
Friends don't let friends join the regime.
So
that was your last chance.
What, because she said you joined the regime?
So basically, it's a very feel-good movie, and, you know, you even get to see some new... Well, I probably shouldn't say anything, but you get to see some different interactions with the characters in Teen Titans that you normally would only see in the regular Teen Titans show, not Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans never interacted with the DC Universe. That wasn't until Titans Go.
No, I mean, like, also the interactions between the Teen Titans characters.
Oh, right, yeah.
I'm not gonna say what, but some of the stuff, the relationships that you remember from the old Teen Titans are hinted at again in the movie, so... Yeah, I mean, I really don't know how to say much more before I end up saying the whole plot of the movie or something on accident, but... I mean, it was really good, it was really funny, I enjoyed it. If you're a DC fan, you get lots of references, especially if you're a Teen Titans fan. I feel like it kind of reminds you of why you loved the original Teen Titans so much, and it really looks forward to the possibility of the old Teen Titans coming back.
Well, yeah, if the movie's successful, they even said they're gonna bring it back, but I'm just letting people know right now, I'm calling it, that the next movie or big crossover between... Because the Titans at the end of the movie, the original Titans, the guys from 10 years ago, which I still can't believe it was 10 years. 2006 is when the show ended. So, They were like, you know, if we think we found a way to come back, and they don't tell you anything, and the movie just ends abruptly afterwards. But it's like, I remember a couple years ago when they started adding reruns of the original Titan series on Cartoon Network, which is still in reruns, like the original 5-season show.
Yeah.
Like, they had the original Titans on the Warner Brothers, like, booth at a convention, beating the tar out of the Titans Go characters. And, like, you know, everybody was lining up at their booth because they were like, oh my gosh, they're saying that, you know, the Titans are better than Titans Go. And it was all a big parody because they didn't announce that those characters were coming back or anything. It was like an anniversary of the Titans on TV or something.
Yeah, that would be a great, like you were saying to me on the way home, that would be a great way to bring the original Teen Titans back. I think that's what you probably just said, actually.
Yeah,
It was
I'm saying it right now that if Teen Titans comes back, how they're first going to be introduced is, like, time travel or, like, interdimensional travel to the world of Teen Titans Go, and it'll be, like, possibly a big live-action blockbuster. Right now, they're trying to test the waters to see if people are really going to go see another interpretation of Teen Titans before they bring back the original, but the voice actors have been very pleased and happy with the ratings, and the movie's doing better, like, score-wise than Justice League and a lot of the DC Cinematic Universe, which says a lot about, you know, DC's capabilities and stuff like that.
I feel like it's Teen Titans Go, and it's like kind of between Teen Titans Go and Teen Titans, like...
Yeah, a good mesh of old meets new, exactly. I would really... Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, definitely. So I had a lot of fun watching it, and I'm pretty sure... I was gonna say, I thought you had a headache at the time, but you still had fun watching it.
I got a headache afterwards because when we came out of the theater in the heat, it was so like hot. 98 degrees.
Yeah.
And in the theater, like, they didn't have it super cool, but I had a great time in the movies. I really did.
Good.
I mean, it was the first time that I've gone to the theater in a while that I had, like... Thor Ragnarok was fun, but it still had parts of the movie that I didn't like. Teen Titans Go, other than, like, a couple of the potty humor thing, I like the Robin arc. I like the fact that he discovered that he needed to be a little bit serious in order to fight Slade. It wasn't just about some of the... I don't want to spoil the first time they fight because it's hilarious. It's not what you would expect. But the second time they fight, and they're actually doing kung fu moves and stuff like that, they're like, we need to be serious to fight him. And for me, I was smiling because it was like, oh my gosh, this is kind of like the Titans a little bit because they're fighting Slade again, and Slade is doing all this cool stuff, and the Titans are like the really weird animated Teen Titans Go characters are doing really cool fighting moves.
Because Slade was the main villain of the original Teen Titans.
The show, yeah.
But Slade had a way cooler voice in that show, which...
Ron Perlman,
But I do think that, wasn't it Will Arnett actually produced this movie?
Yes.
So I'm really thankful for that. I think that was really cool that he did that. Oh, and there is something really cool that happens in the movie, but I don't think I should say it because you guys should be surprised. But you know, we have Will Arnett, but then some other big names are in this movie from not the DC universe.
Oh yeah,
but I don't think
we'll save that. We'll save that. It's
maybe after the movie comes.
The movie, like with the Deadpool joke and like some of the other Marvel people they reference, it really makes this feel like a big open world superhero universe.
It feels like it connects the Marvel and DC universe because it's like Teen Titans Go is so aware of everything, our culture, and like it doesn't pretend like DC universe is in its own universe. It kind of pretends like our modern universe plus DC plus Marvel all lives in the same world, which they take a lot of shots at Batman v Superman. One of the movies that they're shooting is Batman versus Superman again, and it's it's really funny. It's hilarious. I mean, I didn't know that DC could make fun of themselves like that, but maybe I don't know. I guess they're very aware of themselves.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you have to do, though. When you have a parody show, you really need to go all out and make sure that, you know, everything is up for grabs. And the Deadpool stuff, I mean, that stuff was all spoiled in the trailer, but they go into it a little bit more.
I wish that... The only thing I wish they would have done is made I mean, I understand it's like an introductory thing or whatever, and I don't know, I wanted to see even more from Slade, personally. Like, I wanted to see him do even more. Like, I understand it was about the Teen Titans, but I thought Slade had like a whole army and stuff. I don't know.
That was in the show, but yeah, he's done a lot of stuff over the years.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And I guess it was supposed to be a comedy, though.
Yeah,
so
the Titans Go, I would put this in a separate universe than the Cartoon Network show because, like, when they said to be continued on Cartoon Network, it has no connection. Like,
it's not really continued on Cartoon Network because then we're watching on a Cartoon Network afterwards, and it's like, no, this is not continued from the movie.
Nope. So closing thoughts, we like the movie. It's a little bit different than the actual show. If you guys are kind of like off-put about not going because it's Titans Go, it's Titans Go in animation and storytelling. It's completely different. Like, they have a budget, they can focus more on the character development. It's not just like everybody's acting crazy. Raven is a little bit more chill and classic Raven than she is in the cartoon show.
Yeah,
she's like really crazy in Teen Titans Go. In the show, she's like more or the movie, she's more passive and, you know, being like Ray. Starfire is less crazy, but more like the Starfire you love. Cyborg and Beastie are a little bit crazy, but I would say they're, you know, crazy to a plot point. It's not just like them going around singing all the time. And the songs are really great. The songs are hilarious. But all the songs are up online, so you guys probably already know all that stuff.
You definitely see character growth and a change in, like, the Teen Titans as a team, like, from the beginning of the movie till the end. So.
Totally. But I think Amber won today. Not really sure, but
I don't know.
I hope you guys enjoyed the discussion. We had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching and enjoying our Go Vacation series. In the comments section below, tell us who you want to see battle next time in our Injustice Versus series. And we hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks for supporting KwingsLetsPlays on our Patreon. We have released the Mask of the Phantasm commentary. It is just $3. You guys can go check it out. And our next commentary will be the Turtles 90s movie. Ooh. We come bearing a message, so go to our Patreon. God bless and happy gaming.
See ya!